Hi guys, Saloni this side and welcome back to our channel Codera. So this is the 39th video of our SQL tutorial series, and in the last video we discussed about the update command. And if you want to watch this video, then please check out the video link in the description box. So guys, in today's video we will discuss about the one more important command of SQL, which is alter command. So now without any delay, let's start our discussion. So guys, the alter command is a powerful SQL statement that allows us to change the structure of our database objects like table, view, index and so on. And the alter command is the DDL command, as we can modify the database objects using this command. And guys, this command is very helpful because if we want to modify any database object, then we don't need to drop and recreate the entire database object. We can just modify it according to our requirement. By doing so, we can preserve our data and other associate elements. So guys, at this point you may be confused between alter and update command. So let me first clear the confusion. So guys, the alter command deals with the database objects like the structure or the property of the table. But the update command deals with the data present in the table. So that's why alter is a DDL command while update is a DML command. So this was the basic difference between these two commands. And if you want to know more about the SQL commands, then you can check out this video and its link is in the description box. So guys, we can use alter command to modify table, database, view, index, schema, function and procedure, trigger and users. So in this video we will specifically discuss about the alter table command in detail, which is very important command. So guys, with the help of alter table command, we can rename the table, or we can add a new column to an existing table, or we can rename a column in the table. And with the help of this command, we can also modify an existing column's data type or constraint, or we can drop a column from the table. So now let's see one example of each of them. So guys, this is our existing employee table with the 5 columns, which are ID, name, salary, date of birth and department. So now let's see how we can rename an existing table. So this is the syntax to rename any table. And guys, syntax may vary depending on different database management system, but most of them will support the syntax that we are going to discuss in this video. So guys, to rename a table, we have to write alter table and then the name of our existing table. Then we will write rename to. After that, we have to specify our new table name. So let's say we want to change our table name from employee to EMP. So we will write alter table employee rename to EMP. So now let's execute this query and see the output. So our query is executed successfully. Now let's check our table. So we will write select star from employee. So guys, you can see there is no table with the name employee. Now let's select star from EMP table. So guys, you can see our table name is changed successfully. So this was the first use case of alter table command. So now after this, let's add a new column to our table. So guys, in order to add new column, we will use this syntax. So we have to write alter table, table name, and then we will write add keyword with the new column name that we want to add in our existing table. And here we also have to specify the data type for the new column. Or you can also specify constraint for the new column as per your requirement. So let's say we want to add a new column age in our EMP table. So we will write alter table EMP add age int. So here age is the new column name and int is the data type. And suppose we also want to add not null constraint to this column. So for this we will write not null after the data type. So now let's execute our query and see the output. So here our query is executed successfully. So now let's check the description of the EMP table. So guys, our new column age is successfully added and its data type is int with the not null constraint. Now let's check the data of this column. So you can see that the value of age column for each row is 0 but not null because we have applied the not null constraint to the age column. So the MySQL will set the default value of the int data type, which is 0. So this is how you can add a new column to an existing table. And guys, you can also add multiple columns in one go. So for this, you have to separate the column definitions by a comma, which is something like this. So this query will add age and city column both to our EMP table. So you can try to add multiple columns in your database table. So now after this, let's see how we can rename an existing column name in a table. So guys, to rename a column, we have to use this syntax. So we will write alter table, table name, and then we will write rename column keyword. Then after this, we have to write our old column name, and then we will write to keyword with our new column name. So suppose we want to change the column name of ID to EMP ID. So for this, we will write alter table EMP, rename column ID to EMP ID. So here ID is our old column name and EMP ID is our new column name. So now let's execute our query and see the output. So our query is executed successfully. Now let's check our EMP table. So guys, here you can see that the name of our first column is changed to EMP ID. So guys, using alter table command, you can also rename any column of a table. So this was one more use case of alter table command. So now after this, let's see how we can modify an existing column definition in a table. So this is the syntax to modify a column in a table. So we will write alter table, table name, and we will write modify keyword with the existing column name that we want to modify. And then we have to write our new data type for the existing column, or we can also modify the constraint of that column. So now in our case, I want to modify the data type of age column from int to varchar. And I also want to remove not null constraint. So I will write alter table EMP, modify age varchar 10. So here I have not specified any constraint, so it will remove that constraint also. But you can also specify any other constraint according to your need. Now let's execute this query and see the output. So guys, our query is executed successfully. Now let's check out the description of the EMP table. So you can see the data type of the age column is varchar and there is no constraint of not null on this column. So it is very easy to modify a column of a table. So guys, after this, now let's see our last use case of alter table, which is drop column. So guys, with the help of alter table command, we can also remove or delete a column from an existing table. So to drop a column, we have to use this syntax, which is very simple. So we will have to write alter table, table name, and then we will write drop column keyword with the column name that we want to delete from the specific table. So to drop age column from EMP table, we will write alter table EMP, drop column age. So now let's execute this query and see our result. So guys, our query is executed successfully. Now let's check out our EMP table. So you can see there is no column with the name age. So the column is dropped successfully. So guys, it is super easy to drop a column using alter table command. So now I hope you guys will be able to use this command on your database table. And if you want to practice more on this command, then please check out the PDF link in the description box for more SQL practice questions. So guys, that's all about this video. I hope you will like this video and please don't forget to share this video and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for watching.